It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in Week 9. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Drive play straight ahead. He cuts it back right. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner. 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Caught quick right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
She trying to show me something. I got flows for days. They don't know. Be my red light, baby. You know you don't want to. Really spike on crazy until the sun.
Rolling back gets the handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on second down.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Judy with the grab. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Hawk, 70, 70 range, 70 range. Take over.
First and 10, looking to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion. Now, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Shut up. 70 line, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Shut up.
Throw here, third down. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick.
At their own 7-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Ready, set. Ready.
They're going to throw out of the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
And with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. And you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on third?
Mustang 19. Hawk 7. Drop 50. Drop 50. 18. Pioneer. Let's go.
They'll air it out on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. That play good for 17 on a first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. A give left side to Johnson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Second and
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Let's go with 79 Broncos.
Setting up to throw. All in left side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Come on.
Throwing now off the play action. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Let's go now. Steady.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Cardinals. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off. Brandon Jones. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now. Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed left side to Thomas. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The Steelers have played to an early lead. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at first down here. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Number 2. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the
after a good pickup. They're set up with 2nd and short.
18, Pioneer. Let's go. 60 by Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Get up.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. I'll throw it. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
That one felt kind of counterintuitive, though, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Panther 50. Panther 50. Watch the deep. Viking 18. Ready, ready.
They're going play action. He's got a man left. And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 4 yards on the pickup. That's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They're going to try and throw it here. Hits his running back. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. On now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Take off.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warrior 70. Ready.
He's dropping back to throw. Hits him on the out route. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. Anybody more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get caught the matrix.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Go.
Oh, and they're going to have a fullback try and power for it. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
At the end of the year, you look at the stats and you realize these fullbacks don't get a lot of touches, but the best of them, when they do get their chances, well, they execute.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Slam. Tracking 60. Ready.
Looking to throw here. Runs complete over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Browns 1st down.
35-yard line.
So 2 minutes still to play in this 1st half, partner. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. All set to go now from the 35.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Will Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be the last chance or the last time to get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
To throw here on first down. Going with a screen to Johnson. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Finds a man, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think a yard or 2 short of the 20 here. Give him 8 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down, Steelers.
Here's a throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
60
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Browns will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Ooh, someone got a hand on that one downfield, but he still makes the catch. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts, and they can try a field goal now before halftime. So this is Andre Schmidt to attempt this Browns field goal. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Schmidt connects. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He's got the squiver. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Maverick. 19 Light. Let's go.
Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Go! Viking 18, 72. 70 range, 70 range.
Back to throw now. Middle of the field, taken in by Judy. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, set. 70.
On the RPO, here's a throw to Thomas. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. A gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
These are so often the plays. When we talk about it all the time, the thin line, thin margin between winning and losing in this league. And when you put a capital E in effort and you break a tackle like that, especially in the second half, it often propels you to victory.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
19 tight, 19 tight.
From the red zone on 1st. Completes another one to Thomas. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
19 Tiger.
Catches it at the 1. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Pass play now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, that's one of those situations you want to get your back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Now, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And This great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Here's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
And 10 at the 38-yard line.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
Got it, ready?
So that delay backs him up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go.
60, come on. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Cardinal, Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, Trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And this does not get it. It's in short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Ready up.
Would have been a 45-yarder, but instead the offense staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th.
Here we go. Let's go.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, instead of my usual why, I'm going to ask you how. How do you stop them short on the sneak right there? And the answer, well, most of the time you can't, and you don't. And that's why they'll go to that sneak time and time again.
Ready.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this 2nd half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Pass him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Ready.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Go. Check 70, Timberwolf.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Ready?
A give now from the gun. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Careful, leading. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He's going to throw it. Catch made. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Come on, come on. Hey. Ready?
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Short of the ball. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Get it. 19, 18. Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Come on, set. Cougar 19, ready.
On 1st down, they'll run. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
Go!
Throwing on 2nd. Finds the in route complete. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Let's go now. 79, Nike, 18.
Pass play coming here. Finds him over the middle. Running in the red zone. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey. But whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. They weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay,
The
ready?
Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Cross.
Hand off to the back. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Cowboy 80.
Back to the well again. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They go play action on 1st down. Here's his running back. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
To number 23. A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Browns' 46-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Come on. Hit. Let's go.
Now a give running right. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Deputy Timberwolf.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. Panther 60. Panther 60.
There's a dive up the middle. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Joey Porter Jr. on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Steelers' 41-yard line.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns trail by a field goal. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. He's going to throw this one. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Cougar 19. Take off.
Back to throw. Complete left side to Thomas. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers make the play that should win them this game.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Connects with the open man downfield. It's a race down the right side. He could do it. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Browns 18.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. Things going well so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
First and 10. And they're on the 37-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a design run.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
We're drawn up for him. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. So the